Hello traders, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Director NKFX. Subscribe to this channel, like and comment the videos that we shall be sharing with you, as I'll be posting more weekly forecasts, more Forex knowledge related videos. I'll also be posting trade ideas and strategies and everything pertaining trading. So do not forget to subscribe to this channel and like, comment and share this video to more traders who are out there, as it is more insightful. So today I want us to do a weekly forecast on what we expect for the following week on several pairs, so that we can see what shall be our expectation. We shall also look at how the market has been behaving maybe for the past few weeks, so that we can be able to predict what will happen. But before that, I want us to look at something that happened yesterday. Yesterday we had Powell's speech that he made at Jackson's Hall. It was one of the most anticipated speeches in the financial market. Yes, and you remember Powell has been insisting on a data-dependent economy, where the role of the Fed is simply two goals, major goals, that is measure maximum employment, not measure maximum employment, and stable prices, whereby if we have inflation is high, the Fed raises the rates to cut demand or to decrease demand, and in case we have unemployment is high, he cuts the rates to stimulate growth. So over the past few weeks, we have been having this major tension between Trump and Powell. Trump insisting that it's time to cut rates, but Powell insisting that he needs to see stability in decreasing inflation so that they can cut rates, insisting on a data-dependent economy, and that this has been creating a lot of tension. But yesterday he gave us very major news, and here is the summary of his speech, whereby he said that number one, the Fed has been holding the rate for between 5.25 and 5.5% to cool inflation, since he has been objective about the 2% long-term goal for inflation. And he highlighted some of the challenges it has been facing in 2025, including the tariffs, tighter immigration policy, which is slowing the labor force growth, the fiscal, tax, and regulatory policies that might affect the long-term growth and productivity. He also showed something about the labor market. He said that the labor market growth slowed sharply, and unemployment is still low. And over the past few months, we have been seeing slow growth in the US economy, which is a major worry for investors, and that is why Powell has been insisting that, Trump has been insisting that Powell, it's time to cut and lower interest rates. But Powell has been insisting that we just need to see the data. But now, here it's about inflations. He highlighted that tariffs that have been a major key economic movers for the US economies this year. He said that they have been pushing prices up, and that is why we have instability in inflation, whereby we can foresee that they might continue pushing some of the prices up. But so far, the long-term inflation expectations remained anchored to the 2% goal. Remember, it has been ranging between about 2 points something. So he gave us some hope that inflation's risk. Before he gave us some hope, he showed us how his job has been difficult, because inflation's risks are tilted to the upward because of higher tariffs, and the reasons that he has highlighted here. Again, employment risk downwards, making it very hard for the Fed to make a decision on the interest rates. Remember, when inflation is high, he raises the rates. When unemployment is high, he cuts the rate. But here we are having a situation where these two are opposing one another. So it's making them difficult. But yesterday he said that with currently the labor market being stable as it's now, the Fed is now considering cutting rates, which was a very major news and market mover news yesterday. And we saw after that speech, we had a lot of bullish momentum on some of these calls, or some of these commodities and pairs. So directly we shall go to the analysis and what we expect for the week, so that we can be able to forecast and also internalize on what we expect. So I'll start with DXY, the dollar index. Yes, so over the past how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, the 4 weeks. Over the past 4 weeks, we've been seeing DXY on a bearish trend, whereby it hit this high, started slowing, coming down, and now testing a key significant low after yesterday's Powell announcement. So we can see that DXY has been bearish over the past few weeks, so let's look at the major key zones that we are seeing over the market. We can see that here we are expecting there is this zone, our nearest zones. We have also this zone and this zone. In case the market goes, we also have that zone, and we have this zone over here. In the previous 1 week, we had this movement here. This parallel movement, which was giving us a continuation pattern of this bearish momentum. So over the next 1 week, we might expect that with a breakout of this, we might expect that it can come and retest this and then continue down. Once all either continue down once and then it will come and retest later. So we stay focused on the market and see what the market gives. But as at now, our analysis on the DXY is we are very bearish, so we continue expecting more bearish momentum, especially with the breakout of this channel, this parallel channel. You see, it has been happening for the entire week since Monday. DXY, the dollar index, was consolidating. Yes, was consolidating over this parallel channel, forming a continuation pattern for the overall DXY momentum that has been bearish for the past 4 weeks or for the past 1 month. So with Powell's announcement yesterday, we can see how this drop happened within 1 hour after his speech. Just 1 hour, this drop happened, and it came and up to the current support that we have, or the current demand zone that we have. So what we expect is that we might see the DXY breaking this support downwards, or else first it might retest and then continue being bearish. But our overall expectation for DXY is bearish. Let's look at some other instruments. Gold. So gold has been having some funny price action over the past 2 weeks, or let's say maybe almost the whole of August. But over the past 2 weeks we have been having this funny price action. So let's see what has been happening. So first we draw our key levels that we expect to be watching in the market. We are having this key level over here. We had this key level over here. We also have this key level that it tested yesterday, and we have this high over here. So gold was on a bullish trend. From here it came and gave us this strong momentum from here to here, and personally I honestly expected that this market would turn at this point and give us a very strong bullish momentum here. We expected, but you can see what happened. It just went and continued going down up to this point where it was consolidating. But either way, now we have had whatever maybe the market was anticipating the news from Powell. That is why we had this funny price action. You can see like the whole of last week part one, you can see the market consolidated around this zone, which is a very funny scenario sometimes, where you can just see market consolidating in the same area for a whole week. Imagine just there. This made us very hard for us to take any trades, profitable trades here. That is a whole week, and over the past 1 week, ignoring yesterday's move after the market, that is what was happening. And the other week we also had here. So it has been for the past 3 weeks we have been having this funny movement in gold. But with the current outlook, with what happened yesterday after Powell gave us some news and possibility of possible rate cuts, we can foresee that we are expecting gold to continue being bullish, and the current momentum is still bearish. You can see we are started testing this key level. I cannot be so confident to say that we are going for buys, but with this candle, this bullish engulfing, I also expect that we will continue with the buy trend. So maybe what will happen in this case, we can expect that maybe the market will come to a small retest to that small key zone and then proceed with the bullish trend. So I'm so bullish on gold, especially with the expectation that also DXY is bearish. So we stay glued to the charts and see what will happen on Monday. Actually, you can follow me on my Telegram channel. I'll be updating daily on what I'll be expecting and what I'll be seeing on the charts. Coming to the 1 hour time frame, we can see what happened yesterday. This movement also happened in over just maybe 1 hour. We had this candlestick. This was a bullish engulfing, hinting of a possible pump in the market. So if I were in the charts, I would have taken this trade because of this bullish engulfing and expecting that Powell would give us a positive stance, was what he did yesterday. So we continue bracing ourselves for the coming week and see whether we shall continue being bullish or the market shall change its tune. But in the overall, from my analysis and from candlestick closures and everything, I expect that we are going to be bullish on DXY. Let's see NASDAQ. So NASDAQ has been bullish overall. NASDAQ has been bullish. You can see bullish. NASDAQ is always bullish, forming all-time highs. So what's the next? That is my major expectation. But let's analyze and see why I expect such a move. So over the past month, we can see that NASDAQ has been very bullish, and it came back and gave us this retracement. And after this retracement, we had this movement here, whereby we had this the parallel movement in here, and a breakout on this made us see that we are expecting more bearish. The moment it broke out this, we actually took this NASDAQ sell from here. The moment it broke out, and we have been selling NASDAQ until the end of the week, until yesterday's major move. Actually, yesterday NASDAQ hinted that bullish pump very early, before even hours before the speech. I'll go to the 1 hour time frame and show you how it happened. So yesterday we were on this trade. We held this trade for quite some time. For quite some time, I think we took it here. Yeah, we took it at this level, the NASDAQ sell. And yesterday, after this major drop up to this point, we saw this candlestick formation and this formation here. Basically, if you understand that candlestick patterns, you can understand that this pattern here is a form of a continuation for the current momentum in buys at this point. After the closure of this candlestick, we expected that we would go for this buy. So NASDAQ started hinting very early that today we might not go for that normal momentum in sell. Yesterday, after this two candlestick closed. So that is when we started being keen on the market and observing what would happen. But basically, we go back to the 4 hour time frame and see what is our overall expectation in NASDAQ. So NASDAQ we have the following key levels that we have been observing. This is a major key level, a major one. We also had this major key level, which I've said after it broke out that key level, we were guaranteed of sales. And we also had this key level around the zone, and you can see that NASDAQ came back and tested this level, and we continued being. After it tested this level, we started being bullish after yesterday's speech. But basically, my expectation would be that NASDAQ would come and test this level, and after testing this level and come down again, and then maybe test this level, and then we continue being bullish. Maybe that is my first expectation, or else it can have a small pullback, just a small pullback, and then we continue being bullish. Remember, this is a stock indices. It's so much related to US 30, and US 30 yesterday was going to an all-time high. So what we are expecting is that also NASDAQ might be doing the same. So these are stock indices, and we continue observing closely the stocks closely related to the NAS 100 and US 30, so that we can be able to predict what we shall be seeing. You can follow me on my Telegram channel. I'll be posting daily updates on what I expect for that day. We are analyzing on 4 hour, and 4 hour is giving us an overall market overview of what we are expecting. So if we lower down to the lower time frame, like daily, when we come to after analyzing in the 1 hour, we always look at the daily and get what we are expecting for the day. Like yesterday, we took a sell on NASDAQ, and we took it at a very funny point at here, and it gave us over 100 pips. But overall, we were selling NASDAQ for the entire week. That is why I was looking for only sell opportunities on NASDAQ. We also took another sell from this point. We also took another sell from this point. Yes, and we are looking for that. So next week we continue being very vigilant on the market and see whether we shall continue seeing the bullish momentum continue, or we shall have a pullback, or what the market shall give. So stay tuned on my Telegram channel. I'll be updating free trade ideas on a daily basis. I'll actually even tell you when to keep off from the market. So basically the next one is US30. I'll be sending those trade ideas on my channel. And I just want to analyze one currency pair, that is the Gbpusd. My major key focus is always the NASDAQ 100, the US30, gold, DXY, and Gbpusd, and some few pairs, but those are the major ones. But let's just analyze the DXY and the Gbpusd. Gbpusd has been bearish. Has been bearish, you can see. And now this move that happened yesterday after, if you look closely, you shall observe that we have been having this momentum, this channel that formed in the past 2 weeks as a form of a continuation pattern for the sell momentum, for the bearish momentum. This channel, it formed for 2 good weeks. It was bullish, but it was a pullback so that we can continue with the sell trade. So for currency, we do swing trading anyway. So because it's very hard sometimes to get daily long-term trades on currencies, so I prefer swing trading. So yesterday we were observing these key levels. These are the key levels that we have been observing. We have been having this and key level over here. And possibly this one. So what we shall expect over the following week, according to the key levels that we are seeing, we can expect that Gbpusd will come, possibly retest here and possibly retest this point, this level, and you continue being bearish, bearing in mind that we are on a bearish trend, or else it can come, break out, retest, and then continue being bullish, and there we shall have a change in trade. So our major expectation is that we might continue having some bearish pressure, but we shall stay glued to the chart. With the fact that DXY is showing bearish momentum, we might have a change in this market. Might have a change of character. You can see this bullish engulfing. This one is hinting more buy, so we might have possibly a breakout in this key zone, a retest, and then we continue with bullish pressure on bullish trades on Gbpusd. So that is my weekly outlook. Follow me on my Telegram channel. I'll be posting daily trades where I shall be telling this is what we are expecting over this week. I'll also be updating you on my YouTube channel. In case I see good trades, I'll be telling you how we took them, what made us do, what we looked before we took that trade. I'll be sharing more content related to Forex and Forex trading. So subscribe, leave your comment, like the share the videos, and also follow me on Instagram at directormk_fx, on TikTok at m.k_fx, and use the links on the description to follow my Telegram channel and get free ideas. We do take daily trades on gold. Gold is my favorite, so we took daily trades on them, and I always explain how we took them. So follow and let's make money together. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.